Hey, Jonathan in Manuka, Illinois. Matthew here with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and with the help of my GoPro camera, I'm going to show you how I cut non-prescription lenses with an anti-glare coating for your RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer color 901L in the 55 eye size, which is the classic shiny black. So let me take everything out of the original packaging as RayBan sends it to me. Your black leather RayBan case, your RayBan cleaning cloth, and junk mail, because you just don't get enough junk mail in your regular mailbox. They're putting it in your eyeglass case now too. And of course the main attraction, the star of the show, this is the RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer. Of course it comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together while it is being shipped from Italy. Of course all RayBan sunglasses are made in Italy, so I'm going to take that off for now, but I'm going to put it on there when I ship to you. But I'm going to remove the original heavy glass lenses. Let me take these out. This is what glass sounds like. I'm going to take out your heavy breakable glass lenses, and I'm going to install lightweight unbreakable lenses into your frame. So I'm going to take your frame, place it into the tracing element of my edger, and I'm going to have to hit a couple buttons here, but we will trace it. No, we're going to go with an A. That is right. And just programming the computer. Now a little stylus is going to pop up and it's going to go around and trace the shape of the right lens before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine, authentic RayBan frame like you have done, and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription, or in Jonathan's case, non-prescription fashion lenses. But my receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. In this case, not. So this is the shape of the lens I will be cutting tonight. That green outline is the shape of the lens. I will magnify it while I work on it. Now if these were prescription, I would put in the pupillary distance now, but these are not, so I can just randomly place the lenses in there. I'm going to take the lenses out of the protective sleeves. Take the first lens out. The second lens, I'm going to go ahead and take the first lens and put it on the platform. Now this is a block, or as I like to call them, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting in the lathe. So I need a double-sided adhesive sticker, of which I've got two right here, as we say here in North Kakalaki, or maybe just as I say it. But the black side is the sticky side, so I'm going to stick that onto the first block. Let's do the same thing now for the second block. Pull the paperweight and make the black side sticky. Now this little silver button in the back is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time, hold it in place to another magnet that is in there. I'm going to get the lens centered. I'm going to hit that button, and now the arm's going to come down and place the block onto what I will call the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for what anyone else would call the left lens. Pull the paperweight and make the black side sticky. Place that, oh, it wanted to stick to my finger there. Stick that in there. Hit the button, and now the arm is going to come down and put the block onto the left lens. Now, honestly, these could be either left or right. It doesn't matter. Keep an eye. Which one's it going to be? All right, we'll make this one the right lens. But this is the edger. This is what costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out and buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter, and then you can cut your own lenses at home. You won't need me anymore. Where's my stylus? Here it is. So on the inside, and actually I'm getting ahead of myself, that little silver button again, the magnet, it's going to do its job twice. Now it's going to hold it in place into the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I don't know this machine well enough to call it chuck. But the wheel on the far right is going to act like a heavy grit sandpaper to grind away your lens material. This wheel in the center with that little valley, that channel, that's what's going to cut the knife-like V-shaped bevel into the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. I'm going to wake up the computer. I know from experience the bevel on the larger 55 eye size is a little deeper, so I'm going to bring it down 1/4 of a millimeter. I do not want to polish the edges of your lenses because they're not going to be seen anyway. I do not want to put a bevel on the front surface, the convex surface. I only want to put a safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. I'm going to hit this green arrow, which is start in every language. The door closes, the clamp shuts, and then the lens is going to be traced by two white styluses, making sure that the lens is large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the lens. And of course, it's going to do its job twice, checking the thickness of the lens to know exactly where and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. The cutting wheel is starting up. Now in the back, if you see light flickering, that is water. It is only there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic and high-index plastic cut wet. Now your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. Polycarb is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. It is virtually unbreakable. Your lenses are bulletproof up to .22 caliber and have both UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin there in Illinois, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive. So you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes. Unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every few hours, this is permanent and never needs to be reapplied. Now you have seen that water has begun spraying on the lens. It does that for the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle just to wash away any optical debris. This little lever that's coming out has a little spinning wheel on the end of it. That's what's applying the safety bevel to the rear concave surface of the lens. Now you're not going to have any edge thickness whatsoever, but I cut strong prescription lenses for free when you buy the frames. And of course, should you have any edge thickness that protrudes from the back surface of the frame and comes in contact with the skin, it will be smooth. Now in just a moment, this door will open. I will dry your lens off. That's right, I open the door with my mind. And as I tell everyone, I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I can. It just takes a couple hours, but I can do it. I want to use my thumbnail to remove any optical debris that may be on the back surface of the lens. I'm going to tuck the lens in at the outside corner, and using my thumbs, I push down. It snaps right in there perfectly. So let's do the same thing now for the left lens. I'm going to put it into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby. Flip that over to L and hit start. Just like before, the door closes, the clamp shuts, and then the lens again is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure the lens is large enough to fit. You can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the lens. And as always, measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel. So you have the least amount of edge thickness, but you have no edge thickness whatsoever in this frame. Now, everyone gets 1 free pair of clear prescription or non-prescription lenses like you got. Now you did upgrade to the anti-glare coating. Anti-glare, I'm going to grab a lens without it. But anti-glare is 3 features in one. The first feature is that it eliminates glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain. But from street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead, fluorescent lights. The second feature, it's an anti-reflective coating. So when someone's looking at you, they're not looking at their reflection in your glasses. It makes for much better eye contact. Plus, if you take a selfie, or if someone else takes a picture with a flash, you won't see the flash lit up in your lens. You'll see just your eyes. Now, the third feature that I like, which is the practical side, is it comes with the industry's hardest scratch coating. It's gonna, the machine that applies the anti-glare coating costs well over $1 million. It takes over 24 hours to vaporize 7 different coatings onto your lens. And because of the time and the expense of doing that, that is why they put the hardest scratch protection in the business, the hardest coating on top of their lenses, to protect their time and your investment. Now in just a moment, this will be done. Jonathan, I want you to open the door with your mind. Come on, you can do it. This is your first day on the job. I'm counting on you. There you go. I knew you could do it. Let's take the lens out, dry it off. And we're going to go ahead and tuck this into the outside corner using the thumbs. Press down at the nose. It snaps in perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and remove the block that is no longer needed. Now I'm going to come down here. And of course, this is the point in every video that I mention, that when you get these in the mail, Jonathan, there's a very small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That is because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. And because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. So just stop by your local shop and just tell them if it's too low or too high or too loose or too tight, and they'll know exactly what to do. It only takes about 30 seconds to a minute to adjust a pair of glasses properly. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get these in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I'm going to set them down on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, I'm going to take mine off and set them on the counter. I'm part of that 80%. I have one ear that's higher than the other, so they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. I'm going to flip these over and press down. There is no wobble. I close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do. One last thing, of course, you're going to be receiving your RayBan case and your RayBan cleaning cloth, but I'm going to provide one of my own premium microfiber cleaning cloths, and I field test every one to make sure that they work, and they do. But I'm going to include instructions not only how to care for your eyeglasses and lenses, but for your case and both your RayBan cleaning cloth and my premium microfiber cloth. They will last you for years. No other seller on the internet is doing that, so I am told. I also include a photo request to have your picture on the website. Jonathan, I'd love for you to take a selfie and send it to me. I've got instructions that'll be in your package on where to email that to. But that is that. If anyone else has any questions, just email me through the website or simply email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. Jonathan, I hope you enjoyed watching as I cut non-prescription lenses with an anti-glare coating for your RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer color 901, which is the classic shiny black in the 55 eye size. You will find now that I've removed the heavy glass lenses and installed the lightweight unbreakable bulletproof lenses, this is going to be so much more comfortable. If you've ever worn these as sunglasses, literally half the weight of this frame has been removed, making this so much more comfortable to wear. It was already a great comfortable frame, thus making it even more comfortable. But that's that, and hopefully everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.